Hello, everybody. Welcome to GlitchedSuccess, presenting, Strixhaven, Unhinged, which we're actually going to talk about that a little bit today. But, it's been a very interesting month in the world of D&D, hasn't it? Going around, we've got our wonderful players, whom hopefully everybody knows by now. And we've got Windows notifications popping up while we're live streaming, which is great.
Thanks, Windows.
Uh-huh.
At least it's not clippy.
At least it's not clippy, exactly. I think I read somewhere somebody made Clippy a Warlock patron.
Oh my god, that'd be great.
That's terrifying.
You're trying to cast a spell and Clippy pops up. Would you like help?
That would be highly beneficial with wild magic.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Very much. It's like, why did the wild magic go off? I was just trying to make bullet points. Okay, well, anyway, speaking of recent events, unless if you're part of the D&D community at large, and in case you've been living under a rock, Wizards of the Coast made an attempt to revoke and change the open game license. And we had been watching that very closely, and there were some changes we were prepared to make, but Wizards went and apologized and decided to stop trying to do that. At this point, they've put the 5.1 SRD under Creative Commons license. To me, the most objectionable part of what they were trying to do in the last part was the VTT policy, which we use Foundry as our virtual tabletop. The VTT policy they had published would have said you're allowed to use D&D content in a virtual tabletop as long as it doesn't include things like animations.
Oh, that's the whole point of Foundry.
Right.
Exactly.
So, what do the animations mean here?
Yeah, what do animations mean?
No dynamic looking around, no fog of war.
Right.
How do you roll dice?
Exactly.
For your virtual tabletop.
Right. Yeah, no 3D dice.
A number just pops up and that's it.
No, that's crap.
Yeah, no.
I already
so lame.
On my desk.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like, we know very well that they were planning on releasing their own virtual tabletop on D&D Beyond. And this was very clearly an attempt to restrict the competition from being able to use the cool features that they themselves were planning on using in their own virtual tabletop. That's the thing that's...
Or not.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it yet, so...
Yeah. True. True. Yeah, we have it is sight unseen, and probably will continue to be, honestly, unless it's like really great. So that was the part which I objected to the most of all of that, but it was rather confusing for our situation specifically. And in the feedback survey, I asked specifically, for the fan content, and that's what really their fan content policy is, what allows us to live stream content like Strixhaven, which is to say we don't own Strixhaven. Wizards of the Coast owns that book. Owns the license to that content, and they don't come after the live stream because this is fan content, and we're not restricting anyone's access to it or behind any paywall or anything like that. And they very explicitly don't come after people like us who are live streaming this content as showing ourselves having fun playing the game. But when you combine the live stream with a virtual tabletop, it became murky. So I had to ask. So according to the fan content policy, it's okay for us to live stream Strixhaven. But according to the virtual tabletop policy, it's not okay to operate a virtual tabletop that has these features. So, where do we stand? Asking for a friend, you know?
Right behind. I thought about it, but it's literally right behind it.
And with that said, we were, I'd say, just this close. That close to just moving to Pathfinder, getting off of D&D Beyond, and just divesting entirely. Up until the point where they apologized and revoked all of that. So Wizards of the Coast gave up completely on trying to, well, they say they've given up completely on
For the
trying,
moment.
Yeah, for the
We'll
moment.
see,
We'll see how long
that
this lasts.
We'll see how long that lasts. But they apologized and said that they have, decided not to revoke the OGL 1.0A. And granted, we haven't published anything under that license. But if we should ever want to in the future, that's very important to us. At this point, we don't need to switch systems. I enjoy D&D, and much love to the Pathfinder community out there. I've played Pathfinder.
Yeah.
I enjoy it a lot, but there are things that I really love about 5th edition D&D, and they are not the same game.
Not even close.
Not even close to the same game.
I've never played Pathfinder, so I don't know the difference.
It's a lot more complicated.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's
Not horribly, but
not terribly so. If you play one D20 system, honestly, I think you can learn to play any D20 system. But there is a lot more detail to the rules.
if you can play Shadowrun even a little bit, you could play Pathfinder. Super
yes.
easy.
Okay.
Yeah. Pathfinder is nowhere near complicated like Shadowrun is either. So,
I mean, we could always play Warhammer Fantasy.
yeah, that's another one out there. That's fun to play.
I'm down for some Grimdark.
I have so much material. I have all the books and so many minis that I've painted. So if somebody wants some fun,
I really did enjoy when you were running Warhammer Fantasy, getting to play the Halfling Protester.
oh my god, it was so
Holding
good.
up the sign that says boycott chaos.
I missed that game.
I know nothing about Warhammer, but
So-
I have a feeling that would cause a bit of
There were such shenanigans, and it's a D10 system.
Yeah, and apparently in Pathfinder, chaos is the source of all magic, and halflings are cut off from chaos, and so halflings can't ever do magic. And so that's what my halfling decided to protest about, is that magic was discriminatory toward halflings and shouldn't be used.
oh, that's glorious.
Yeah, it was wacky and it was fun. So maybe we can do a campaign like that someday. But
Heck yeah.
as it is, I don't like operating in any kind of a gray area. And so we've talked about it as a group that we are going to be transferring our students from one magical academy to another. I think that Strixhaven is a wonderful IP, but that we can have a lot of fun exploring our own homebrew version of a magic school. And so our Strixhaven students here, along with some of their classmates, are going to be transferring to the Magical Academy of Archaea in the world of Paran.
I'm actually really excited because I love your homebrew world.
Yeah.
Yes. Prawn is so much fun.
There's a lot to Paran. Now, not all of your characters are actually native to Paran, and Sylan brought this up to me.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That
'cause you don't-
Chris's
you don't-
character Sylan Drock isn't actually from Paran.
That's right, because you don't have Dampiers.
Yeah, we do.
She has
They're not.
Dampiers,
They're not
but
player.
my-
They're not player races in Prawn or something like
No,
that.
they are.
They're just not common at all.
Yeah.
Ah,
And
No, it's just my background specifically is from literally a dimension of
Yeah.
like vampires and Dampiers.
yeah.
ooh.
They were on a mission too because they showed up.
And it was possible with Strixhaven because that school exists in a multiversal plane. And technically every world does, but Strixhaven was a place that was known throughout the multiverse as a place to learn magic. But that said, those of you whose characters are from Paran are going to have received a letter. A letter saying that the Magic Agency for Governance and Enforcement of the Paran Alliance has hereby revoked the license of the Strixhaven Academy to teach magic for residents of Paran.
Damn.
Oh,
Funny this time that the letter's being delivered to the owl, not the other way around.
Right, exactly.
I didn't even know you had owl in Prawn.
And so what that means to the four of you who are from
Ooh.
Paran is that you can no longer go to school in Strixhaven.
Oh.
How well known is the college back home?
So there's actually a couple of different colleges that you have options for in Paran, but the one that is most likely to accept all of you together and is going to be the School of Archaea, which also happens to be the most prestigious.
Well, I mean, we're out in Army.
Oh.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to go to school in Box Aaron.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd ever
Yeah.
be accepted there.
So, Sylan, most of the classmates that you have been going through class with are having to leave, and you have the option of transferring with them, just to keep with them. Among other students, or among the other students at the school that are transferring are folks that you know, Aurora,
Mm-hmm.
and Quintilius, Rosie, Cadoris, and Xanther are all transferring as well.
Yes. Xanther.
Doris.
Right. Yeah, I'm mostly going because of Aurora.
Yeah, I
You
figured.
know what? Fine.
It's cool.
Nobody
It's
likes
cool.
you anyway.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm mostly going with that one because that gives him a reason to go ahead and do that, and
Yeah.
also see a entirely different realm,
Yeah, study abroad.
and study abroad.
Yeah, and
Find
Aurora.
out what kind of jewel crafting, because apparently Piran does some funky things with jewels.
Yeah, they do.
Ooh.
They do. And actually, Aurora is going to come to you specifically, Sylan.
Okay.
Ooh.
She's going to come to you and say, Sylan, I know that you don't have to transfer, but I wonder if you'd be willing to come to the Paran School of Magic with me, because there aren't very many of us that are in Paran society, and it would make me feel safer if you were there.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a very viable option to go ahead and do that.
So cute.
Oh.
I didn't know Dampiers could blush.
We just get flesh colored. It's all good.
Right. Yeah. They start to look a little bit healthy.
Yeah, a little human.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Oh, that's so nice that she feels safe around you.
Young love.
Yeah.
Young. Who are you talking
I know.
to?
I was like, not really.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
But yeah, the two best options for school in Paran is, of course, the what was it? The Boxaran Institute of Magic and Technology, which
Sounds like a trade school.
they would accept Zafria and Dezlan. But among the folks that would be restricted would be monstrous races like lizard folk and minotaurs and undead.
What are you calling
Well,
monsters?
Safri would
Species.
go up. You can accept
Technically,
all of
I'm
our
not
friends. You can't
undead.
accept
I'm
any of us.
unliving. But
Uh-huh.
thank you very much.
Right. They don't make a distinction there.
I'm
The living
50-50,
impaired.
so yes. No,
Mhm.
I'm quite living.
Safri
I
will
still
go.
have a
All of our
heartbeat.
friends can't
Mhm.
go.
Yeah, so not all of you would be admitted to Boxaran.
Boxaran could go
And
fall into a lake of lava.
and the Boxaran representative for transfers will make it quite clear that even though they would accept the Owlin and the Herongon, they're kind of wrinkling their nose at you like.
I'm sure there's a much better option.
I'm
Bad that it took
picturing-
me like 2 minutes to go ahead and find out what my alignment was.
Yeah.
I'm picturing this like when they have all of the schools lined up at tables and they're waiting for like people to come up to recruit them.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, and our group walks up to go ahead and sign up. Yeah,
Yeah.
that ought to be
How's
good.
Your group walks up to sign up and they pick the papers up off the desk and kind of stack them and hold them. They're like, "What can we do for you?"
And
Well-
that would be charm person. You can have me sign those papers.
Like
You want to go to Boxaran?
Wait, are we
Yeah,
going
no,
to
that
Boxaran
that
or
was
are we
the
going
that was
to
the
Ooh.
Boxaran.
That's
Oh,
the
that was the
Boxaran,
Boxaran.
guys.
Uh-huh.
My
going
bad.
Yeah,
Boxaran.
Sorry, I'm doing like 6 different things right now. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
No
Yeah.
worries. Is there something I can do? Like,
Mm.
can I like
So
sleight of hand
rude.
sneak like a cherry bomb or a smoke bomb into their bag or something?
Absolutely, you can do that. No
Cool,
one's
'cause
no one's gonna
really
stop you.
bad.
Yeah. So yeah, they make it very clear that they are a humans first kind of institution.
That's gross.
It is, isn't it?
I'm sure there's a
Meanwhile-
much better academy for us.
Meanwhile, the better school in Paran, objectively, everyone you talk to from Paran says this, that the better school of the two is actually the Academy of Archaea. And when you walk up to their desk, they smile at you and welcome you. And they say, "Are you all interested in a transfer?"
Absolutely.
Oh, I've heard of Archaea. I've heard a little bit of Archaea. They're really, really good. They're like the
Actually,
top tier.
The only
so-
questions I have for transfer is 1, housing. 2, do we get a stipend? Like-
Yes, you
Okay.
will be given a stipend to live in the local area. To supply yourselves.
Right.
Archaea is different than Strixhaven.
So no meal plan?
There is a meal plan, indeed, but Archaea is different from Strixhaven. First off, there is a main campus, and there are a number of satellite campuses. Only students who have studied past their second year attend the main campus. At your current level of academic achievement, you would be at one of the satellite campuses on the ground. The main campus is actually in the flying city itself.
Oh, And
Where
our
are
grades
they?
will transfer over, yes?
Your grades will all transfer over.
Oh, that's good.
I will need to see your transcripts.
Excuse me.
Yes, of course.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I am on academic scholarship.
Ah, a silk ball player. Yes?
Mm.
Well, I regret to say that silk ball is not a sports tradition of Paran, but we have a similar sport that might interest you called thunderball.
I've heard
Oh.
of Thunderball.
I mean,
It's
that
not
already-
similar.
It sounds way cooler.
Is that the one they play in a dome?
Yes.
Often it
One
is
man, 2 men enter, 1 man leave.
often it is played in a dome, yes, but no, this is silk ball is a vastly chaotic game. But the goal is the same, to take the ball and reach the zone at the end of the field with it.
You sound like someone that would describe any type of game as sports ball.
Uh,
They probably teach chess.
I mean, I happen to be a big fan of the sport myself.
All right.
And if you're an academic scholarship for silk ball, I'm sure we can transfer that over.
Ooh.
I mean, all right.
Um,
I'll play.
Sure,
I'll try this
the
Thunderball.
The coach
Well,
would be very interested to have you on the team, I'm sure, as we must continue to dominate over the other schools.
Oh, it's a winning
in the
team, too.
alliance.
Wait a second. Wait a second. So you don't just play intramurally. You play other schools.
Yes.
So I could kick some Boxerans
Yes.
whelps asses.
Yes.
All right, sign me up.
Well, Tjur, you're such a good silkball player, you'll dominate Thunderball in no time.
I might even have to buy like a flag or a jersey or something.
Yeah, let's all get matching jerseys
Yeah, we'll wave them.
Mhm.
to support Tjur.
So yes, behind this table, behind the person speaking to you, is actually an image of the city itself. It looks like a island floating in the sky, with an entire city on top of it.
Okay, that's awesome.
And it has 5 points. This city has a nice pentagonal shape with 5 points, and at each point is a great tower rising to the skies.
Also advertising.
One
This
of
is
each one of each major chromatic color. There is blue, green, red, white, and black.
Mm.
That's pretty wicked. Love to see who designed this place.
Tiamat.
But
How does it stay in the air?
It's giving me major Kingdom of
The-
Zeal vibes.
the archmages of Archaea maintain the enchantments on the city, which keep it
Ooh.
aloft.
So,
And city is safe. It's not going to just, fall out the sky.
It is the most powerful bastion of magic in the land. It would be unthinkable for the city to be challenged in that way.
oh.
Hmm.
And after we complete at least one more year at one of the satellite campuses, we'd get to attend on the island?
That's right.
Oh.
Since you are in your second year, this year of study would be specifically preparing you for the trials.
Trials?
Trials.
The trials of Archaea, which would give you the credentials to study on the flying city.
That sounds dangerous. What kind of trials?
I will not sugarcoat. The trials are dangerous.
Oh.
Are they deadly? have, I guess historically, have they been negligent?
Students have died in the trials before.
I appreciate your honesty, sir. Or them,
well,
or Zer.
They are not for the faint of heart. However, we have the means of reviving in most cases. There has not been a case where somebody has been permanently dead in over 100 years.
Oh.
Do we get to go through as? Can we help each other? Like, is it a team effort? But you succeed on your own?
There are 5 trials. Some of them are team challenges, and some of them are individual.
Okay, well, I have no fear with you guys. Like,
right. Would we have to succeed at all 5, or is it more like you have to succeed at least 1?
You only need succeed at 1. But each one that you succeed in gives you the credentials to continue studying in that area of magic.
Ooh.
So we can learn all 5 subjects up for the first 2 years, and then anything beyond, we can only go to classes in ones that we've passed.
You can take the general studies of those schools, but the advanced classes are limited to those who have passed that school's trial.
Okay.
I see somebody just kind of starting to vibrate a little bit.
Has anyone passed all 5?
Yes. When that occurs, that person is granted the title of a rainbow mage.
Ooh, fancy.
Having passed all 5 trials, they are able to continue their studies in all 5 schools.
Get Sofria's attention. She's like, I will learn all the things.
Yes. I will learn all of the things.
While you are studying at the lower campus, you will have the title of Apprentice Mage.
Ooh.
After you've passed the trials, you'll have the title of Journeyman Mage.
Right. I like the sound of that.
Now, unlike Archaea, as I was saying, the course of study at Strixhaven or at Archaea is very different than Strixhaven. So unlike Strixhaven, there is a practical element to your instruction.
Okay.
Which is to say, you will be grouped together. And if you guys are already well acquainted with one another, this can be your group right here. You will be grouped together with other students and sent on specific missions throughout the year to test your knowledge.
Awesome.
Ooh.
I mean, we did that anyway, but it was definitely not part of the curriculum.
Yes.
No kidding.
Oh no, this will be part of the curriculum. We've decided at Archaea that paper tests can be effective in demonstrating knowledge, but a practical approach is also very helpful. Paper tests can be cheated far too easily.
Conspicuously silent.
This
Who would do
sounds-
such a thing?
Oh, this sounds so exciting. I just
So if you are ready to sign up, I shall only need to see your transcripts.
yes, absolutely. Where did I put it? Here.
Sure.
Do we get paid for practical tests?
Yes.
Is this like Adventure Guild stuff?
Yes, you are actually paid in advance in order to properly equip yourself for the practical portions of the curriculum.
All right.
Huh?
Money, money, money. I've only been
Or
able to
not
buy
paid.
coffee for an entire year.
I am so excited. This is going to be so much fun.
Okay, you gotta stay out of the bookstore or you're not gonna have money for anything else.
Oh yeah, I do need to buy new armor and a shield. I should really get a shield.
Shields are beneficial.
I just haven't had the chance during this break. I swear my family's been watching me like hawks. Someone at my LARPing club snitched to them about what happened at Strixhaven. Ugh,
They don't know how to keep their mouth shut. Come on.
apparently not. Ugh,
I mean, I definitely wouldn't let my family find out about what happened.
I got
Is other
lectured.
member Owlin too?
Yes.
Does little Owlbear need problem taken care of? As you see, like Korth flexing claws.
I was just pulling out some seasoning pouches. Like,
No, I took care of him. I managed to catch him during a LARPing event. I accidentally got much bigger, and I accidentally hit him with my buffer. I got my revenge.
seems like you got very klutzy over vacation, and I approve.
So the official at the table is going to review all of your transcripts. They're going to linger a little bit over Dezlan's.
Come
It's all right,
on.
Dezlan. I will be your study partner, and we will make you amazing.
But they set them aside and say, having reviewed all of your academic achievements, both official and unofficial, because I've seen reports in your records of
You mean to say that our permanent records actually exist?
yes,
Oh my god.
They should just say that we're amazing.
they do actually, that
Oh.
you have shown heroism in saving your classmates on multiple occasions
And professors.
and professors. So, welcome to the Archaea Academy of Magic.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Do we have extracurricular list area?
You'll be able to sign up for all of that once you arrive on campus and speak to your advisor.
Ooh, thinking of that.
Thank you.
Advisor?
Yes.
What satellite campus?
For your group, I think I'd recommend the Kronos city of Sojevik, where we have a beautiful campus nestled in some low-altitude mountains.
Okay.
Oh.
Mountains?
Yeah.
Just warm.
I like pound on the table. I'm like, does it get cold there?
It gets actually pleasantly cool. It is rather far south on the continent, so
Does it snow?
in certain winter months, snow can fall.
Korth must prepare. Find heavy jackets.
Korth is just going to be real sluggish for the next year. Like,
Over the winter season, you might get one or two snowfalls in the campus.
Panic! Panic!
I just can't wait to watch you lose your mind the first time. Just one flake falling. Just
It's the apocalypse.
gone. Just absolutely gone.
There's a good possibility Korth may hibernate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so much fun. I wonder if they have a LARPing club.
I bet they do.
I would say at this point you should go ahead and prepare your things. When you have everything that you are taking with you prepared, meet me at the center of the biblioplex, and we will open a multiversal portal to Paran.
Yes, thank you. Safri's vibrating.
Is it like spring, summer's time?
It would be in Paran at the start of the school year.
Yeah.
This would be taking place just after the summer solstice.
Okay. Yeah, that's about right time.
Mhm.
You guys have noticed over the past week and some change, Korth has started scratching a lot more at his scales.
Probably bathe, dude.
It's not bathing problem.
It's not
Okay.
some sort of skill rot or anything like that, is it? I hear that sounds very. I hear it's very painful. Do you need medicine?
No.
I think he just needs a good soak.
No. And like as he's scratching, like you can see like part of his like head is like moving as he scratches.
Yeah, dude, that definitely is not healthy.
You
I should get
know,
you to a clinic.
Korth, I
Uh,
think you need exfoliating body scrub.
no, Korth is molting.
Yes, it would
Yes,
help.
you're definitely moldy. Yeah.
Oh, lizard folk mold too.
Well, there's molt and there's what he's doing.
Next time someone shakes your hand and your whole skin just sloughs off.
That's when you just cry out leprosy and just walk
Yep.
away. Watch them scream.
Sorry for the
Oh.
leprosy.
Just stay out of the cafeteria while you look like that.
All right.
Oh,
It's fine. Will only take a couple days.
well.
Hmm.
If you need it, I use a very nice lotion when I'm molting. It soothes the skin, like it really does soothe the skin. If you ever want to borrow it, I have plenty.
No, it's fine.
He probably doesn't want to talk about it. It's like,
Oh yes. Oh.
Mm.
Sorry, Korth.
Probably doesn't smell like something he would be using.
It is very fruity.
Oh no.
The stuff I use.
Eats everything. It don't matter.
Korth will find mud hole.
That's better.
Yes.
Better walk into a
Particu-
sandstorm.
Oh man,
Particulates help grate away excess skin.
Oh, fascinating.
have you ever thought about using a loofah?
What is loofah?
it's actually edible. I'm surprised you don't know about them. It's a sea creature. And when you dry it out, you can like scrub yourself with it. Maybe you've never
Oh.
seen one actually last long enough to dry out.
Maybe.
He probably eats it first. Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Like, oh, they're better fresh. See, that's why he comes out of the store with a bag of loofahs, eating it like it's chips. Like,
Blech.
it's delicious. What these oh my brain died.
Oops.
We've got to go get our stuff.
Yes, go get
Run
stuff.
back to the dorm and get our stuff and pack up.
Yeah, I gotta go get Samson. He's not gonna be happy.
I got pick up all my books.
You not like
LARPing gear.
Most people don't like being flung through the universe. Samson does not appreciate it.
Oh, poor Samson.
I could see that.
You should try going through Wild Portal.
No, I'm good. I've had enough shenanigans with portals and other things of other realms.
At least this other realm's on the material plane still.
Mm-hmm.
It's still completely
Is it?
different from what I'm used to.
Oh, so you're not from Paran.
I am not from any of your guys' planes.
Well, there's a lot of shenanigans to get up to. So
I mean, I don't have a problem with shenanigans. I don't have a problem with other planes. I'm just
Shenanigans.
mm-hmm.
Shenanigans are
real
fun.
awkward if I fail one of these things.
Oh dear.
The test?
Yeah, they won't be able to bring me back.
Yeah,
Oh.
that
I
would
get sent back.
that would be awkward.
Oh.
And then Samson's gonna have to travel again. I'm sure he'll be thrilled.
That would means I would have to know where I'm going.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
So if
Okay,
something
so- I mean-
happens to me,
Protect you at all costs. All right.
well,
I'm sure there's
you don't have to
probably
protect
insurance
me
or
at all
something.
costs. There's no insurance for pulling your dog back through. I was going to say somebody's going to have to watch over Samson, and it's not going to be Korth.
I'll do it. I like dog.
So does Korth.
Or likes dog.
I know you like dog, and you still can't eat them.
Mutton chops.
That's sheep.
I know. I know. But he's a dog, so it's mutton chops. You know what?
Oh,
Oh.
Mm.
what on?
Mutton chops. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I get it. I get it.
Wish I didn't.
Uh-huh.
Dezlan,
What?
I said you stage magician, right?
Yeah.
Don't
Or-
become comedian.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
Oh.
it's the best combination of all time. It only guarantees a great and long-lasting career.
Mutton chops.
Yeah, yeah.
Mutton. Hey, hey,
I see what you mean. Okay.
There he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Mutton chops.
Yeah, I think you're right. Too. I should probably just skip
Horse make funny.
that. I love that you call me Haas. Ah,
After you've collected your things and you're on your way back to the Biblioplex, you will encounter Quintilius, also trailing a large trunk of stuff behind him. And
God.
he waves at Dezlan. As you pass, he says, "Ah, good to see you before we all depart.
oh, you're coming with us.
Perhaps."
While he's talking to him, I would like to sabotage his luggage.
Okay. What would you like to do to his luggage?
I'm gonna make it so that when he starts, like in about a minute or so, it's just gonna pop open and it's
Okay.
gonna spill everywhere.
All right. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand.
16.
Uh-huh. Let me
Oh my
double check
gosh.
Quintilius's perception here. Yeah, he's got no idea. No idea whatsoever. He says, yes, I've gotten into, I've been able to transfer into one of the most prestigious schools of Piran.
Oh,
You're going to Arceus too?
Oh, no. I'm going to the Boxeran Institute of Magic and Technology.
Votech.
Hmm.
I didn't hear that they have a really good performance program there.
Oh, no, they have the best.
Hmm.
I considered Archaea, but it, and it is a prestigious school, don't get me wrong, but it has a reputation for being somewhat dangerous.
Well, I mean,
So did
Yeah, but-
Strixhaven.
look how much fun we had this year. Come on.
Well, I had a great deal of fun, although there was that time when I was accused of invading Dapplewing Manor for no good reason. But
Yeah, that was crazy.
No idea.
I have you have
So weird.
no insight into how that happened the day after you went in to take the challenge to get the
I mean, I didn't see anything. I mean, I was more concerned with finding traps and making sure we didn't set off any alarms.
I have no memory of this place.
yes, well, I shall miss each and every one of you. And
When Korth was visiting home in Swamp, Rumors say Boxerin attacked by demons. You sure it's safer place?
But the
And I'm gonna
walls,
slap him on the back and walk away.
the walls of Boxerin have never been breached.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Well, safe travels.
Yeah.
Yes. Safe travels to you as well. And he will depart. And as he starts to roll his luggage away, it pops open and clothes and books fly everywhere.
Oh my.
And
You packed in a rush, didn't you?
oh my goodness.
Hope
Of all things, of all things.
Boxerin walls are more sturdy than your trunk.
As you get to the center of the biblioplex, there is a group of students forming there. Among them, you see some of your friends, Keterus and Rosie, also Xanther Bowen and Aurora.
Five, man.
Doris, Rosie.
Keterus will give you a high, or Xanther will give you a high five. It's like, yeah! Now I know it's gonna be a good year at the next school.
Oh yeah.
My friends. Each and every one of you.
Sounds like it's gonna be a
Yeah.
trip and a half.
Yeah. I had
Joffrey will hug her LARPing friends.
I had a brother who went to Archaea.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he
What
come
happened?
back?
Oh no, he's still there.
Okay.
He's a second degree mage now.
Oh.
That's
Is that
cool.
good or bad?
That's great. He's at the Red Guild. A specialist in fire magic.
Ooh.
Sweet.
That sounds like fun.
Yes.
I'm
It's-
so excited.
It's the best. He told me all kinds of stories about the missions they were sent on.
Did he tell you anything about the trials?
He actually specifically couldn't tell me anything about the trials.
Aw.
Yeah.
So they're not allowed to tell us anything?
No, the prior students are not allowed to mention anything about the trials. All of our information comes from the curriculum.
Oh.
That said, and he leans in. I have heard a couple of things. I'd be happy to tell you all about it later.
Ooh.
Yes.
Thanks, brother.
So I suppose the five of you made a team together?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't say how many people would be on a team, but they did let us all be together.
I think it's usually teams of five.
Oh.
Damn.
But I think the four of us, and he indicates Aurora and Rosie and Caterus. I think the four of us might end up on the same team as well.
Awesome.
Not sure who our fifth will be, but
Is Rampart coming?
and Rosie's gonna shake her head. No, I don't think Rampart's coming.
Oh.
Aw.
He's not from Peron. He's from somewhere else.
Oh.
We didn't actually get to talk that much. He was just super helpful with riddles.
Yeah. And during that fight with the owlbear. He's very big.
Yes. Yes, I don't think I'll ever forget the Elephant Man. Just then, two members of someone's faculty appears. They're not Strixhaven faculty, although a couple of members of Strixhaven faculty are there. Professor Haster has arrived, as well as Professor Marvin.
Oh no.
Our favorite.
And one of the instructors whom you've been here with. So there's 3 faculty that are actually leaving Strixhaven as well. Because they're from Paran, and they aren't going to be able to continue teaching here. So Professor Hasser being one of them, Marvin Ambrosius and his assistant Archibald, and also Arkin Menurxes.
Ooh.
Arkin.
Yes. She was an instructor in some of your classes previously. So they are also waiting for transport. And then approaching you, you see the friendly person who validated your transcripts, and walking next to them, I'd say, hard to tell if it's a young man or an old man, but it is a human with black hair, wearing a white robe, kind of a spiderweb of scarring across one of his cheeks, and wearing a decorated blindfold over his eyes.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yes. The decorations on the blindfold seem to resemble that of an eye, with its center right in the middle of his face there. And at that point, there is a gemstone that is glowing faintly.
Ooh. Oh, that's neat.
That's not eerie at all.
And he
How does
says,
he see?
"Greetings, students. I am the headmaster of the Archaea Academy of Magic. I am here to transport you to the world of Paran.
Ooh.
My name is Professor Gabriel Blackheart."
Thank you very much for transporting us, Professor.
I'm honored that you came to do it in person.
There are very few who are able to open up a gate between worlds.
Oh. I
So,
imagine it's pretty tricky and
and
difficult
so
magic.
you may feel honored, Dezlan, but whomever had come here to do it would be of similar prestige.
Oh.
I, on the other hand, am honored to welcome all of you to our school, for I know you will accomplish great things.
Very excited for the opportunity, Professor.
With that, he begins to cast a spell, and you can see within the snarl of energy at the center of the biblioplex here that some of that energy wafts off of that snarl and kind of coalesces into a portal, the edges of which harden into a stone gateway.
Ooh.
That's cool.
The swirling eddy in the portal clears, and you can clearly see on the other side the deck of a ship.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Stone doorway to a wooden ship.
Yes.
How do we? What?
Think
Jump.
we walk through.
All you need to do is walk through. I will be right behind you.
All right. Sophrey will head up brave and starts through the portal with her stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say, normally they only have about 6 seconds for this stuff, so whee!
Okay, it was like bonsai then.
I know, this one will last longer. Have no worries. And so, yes, you rush through the portal, and you step out onto the deck of a ship. Although, as soon as you step out onto that ship, you realize this isn't a ship on the water. And Gabriel is the last through the portal. But you see over the sides of this ship is not the ocean, but air. This is a flying airship.
Oh,
Oh,
didn't
Well,
see
that's
that coming.
Yeah.
neat.
Those of you who are from Paran know these things exist, whether or not you've ever been on one.
I think I might have been on one once. But then again, my family fly. We can fly, so we don't really take these things often.
The ship itself is currently moored to the side of an island, and you can see, like I say, off one side of the ship is basically air, and below that, very far down, the world of Paran with which you are familiar. But on the other side of the ship, where it is moored, you see the magic city of Archaea itself.
Oh. I'm getting Mad Kingdom of Zeal vibes from
Which looks almost like it did in the picture. Except one of the towers is missing.
What happened to one of the towers?
Brochure.
Is this the blue one?
Yes, the blue tower is missing.
What happened to the blue one?
Sorry, I was just checking the timeline.
Yeah. Gabriel is going to say to you, unfortunately, the blue tower is being rebuilt.
Oh, what happened?
The city had an encounter in the Great War, and the blue tower was damaged beyond repair.
Oh. Oh my. Oh.
How long ago was that?
That was several months ago by now, actually, but the Blue Mages are being very meticulous in their preparations to rebuild the tower.
In other
So
words, they're stalling.
still in the middle of a war?
Yes, but the city itself is nowhere near the war zone at this time.
But a couple months ago, it got this tower destroyed.
Yes,
dear.
several months ago, the city was itself had been stationed above the war zone directly.
Oh, you move it?
Yes, it flies.
That's awesome. Well, I didn't know it just hovered in one spot, just off the ground.
We are right now hovering over the borderlands between the halfling nation of Brandonberry and the Elven Forests.
Oh.
Sounds pretty.
This ship that we are on is prepared to take you all to your destination, to the satellite campus. I have for each of you a packet, and he will divvy those out. And then he says, safe travels to you.
And to you.
And to you.
With that, Headmaster Gabriel Blackheart departs the ship.
Well, at least we're not anywhere near the war zone.
For now.
I hope it stays that way.
I wonder if missions are going to go into war zone.
Oh boy, would that be interesting.
Oh, that's a good point.
And if
I really
so,
hope not.
what delicacies make Korth fine?
Not worried about being in the war. He's just wondering what delicacies he'll find.
I believe they're called casualties.
Casualties, right.
Yes, same thing.
Out of character question, I apologize for my ignorance. Which war in particular is this? Is this the continuing blood war?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, Just making sure because it's been a while since I've like played in a one shot. So
The Dominion of Bane north of the mountains is still trying to invade Paran and spread the abyss over the entire world.
gotcha. Didn't know if it was like a new thing was going on and I missed it on all the updates and whatnot, or if there was same old thing. Okay, thank you very much.
No, the Dominion and Bane has a leadership problem.
They do have a leadership problem. They do definitely have a leadership problem, being that the leadership is insane.
Oh boy. Thank you for the clarification.
Where is Feelgood operating out of? Or
Feelgood, the Feelgood Incorporated campaign, because for our viewers, we actually operate several homebrew campaigns on our Discord that take place in this world. So Feelgood Incorporated is one of them. Feelgood Incorporated is based in the mountains that are between the north and south.
all right.
Farther west than what we're at now.
Much further west of where you are now. But that is the Storok range of mountains.
More phlegm.
Yes, Storok. Yeah, no, not quite.
That's why I love living in playing in a living world. I'm just like trying to think of where we will be compared to everything else that's happening. Knowing shenanigans happening in other parts of the world, I'm like, ugh.
And it may affect us at some point in time.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
which I love.
Yep. So let me know when you guys are going through your packets.
Sovereign definitely is.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
A lot of highlighter.
Yeah.
I'll let them read first, see if it's important.
So
Otherwise,
within the packets, you will find a booklet telling you which classes are available for you to sign up for.
Oh yeah, get the highlighter out.
They include such fine titles as, let's see here. I love having written these things down, suddenly needing to find where I wrote them. Such wonderful titles as Abjuration and You from the College of Defense, and Electro Choreography from the College of Control.
Electro Corey.
I don't even know what this stuff means.
I'm signing up for Imbued Horology.
That is one of the classes, Imbued Horology.
Is that how you pick up girls, Tjur?
I mean, let's
Horology?
hope. Well, I mean, we'll see. Maybe I want to be imbued.
I don't think that's what it means, Tjur.
Yeah, Safria, you know that word. That's not what that word means.
That's not what that means.
What do you mean?
You had a bit of horology.
It says it's right in the name.
Horology. It's not what you think it is.
Big buxom clocks.
It's
What?
clockwork.
Buxom clocks.
Horology is clockwork.
Oh, so I see. It's
Like
it's like marital aids. Gotcha.
Hey, excuse me. My leg is clockwork,
Oh my.
not a marital aid. And
Wow.
don't even try to use it as that. Although, with the way my leg goes, it is a rabbit.
Yep, there it is.
It is quite the thumper, so I hear.
Watch out for that rapid fire.
Nothing you have said has convinced me that I'm incorrect at this point.
It's clockwork magic. Like, watches, clocks, things like that. Horology is just like it's clockwork.
Yeah, whenever you want to wind up the horse, like you're
Wind up
Yes, and
horse,
you're not
okay.
helping.
yeah, you're gonna be great. It's gonna be so much.
Is class on mating, yes?
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh my goodness.
seems like it. You signing up for this, Korth?
Yeah, I think you need to add
Treye.
another letter in there for the class you guys are talking about.
Gorse tribe believes in natural mating instincts.
Not even gonna go there at all.
So not imbued. Got it. Well, elemental potion making. That
That sounds like a party.
sounds useful.
That sounds more like mating.
Mhm.
Sounds like if you
That
drink,
that is a fancy name for
Barkeep.
Beer. Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
mixology.
Mixology. Yeah.
Aurora is looking through her packet and says, I think I'm interested in the introduction to reanimation.
Ooh.
Korth will
Korth
give Aurora. Korth will give Aurora the stink eye for that one.
yeah, Korth likes his food to stay dead.
I don't know. He seems to chase it around a lot.
Mm-mm. Korth is actually a very devout druid. You didn't know Korth was Druish?
Oh,
Honey,
He didn't look
you
Jewish.
don't look Jewish.
Yeah.
It's in the nose.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That snout.
Very fond apologies to any of our Jewish viewers.
Ah,
Thanks, Spaceballs.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
Spaceballs.
That's where it came from.
That is exactly where it did.
Rum.
Ah. So yes, also included in your packet is a promissory note.
holy shit! This is 500 gold pieces on it.
500 gold pieces.
What's this paper
Ooh.
for?
You eat it.
Don't eat it. Don't,
Ah,
No, no, don't eat it.
don't eat it.
You actually start to bite the paper, and it seems to be impervious to your teeth.
That's
Oh.
impressive.
Your teeth don't penetrate it.
There it is.
Your,
Now's
your,
the
your
challenge.
saliva doesn't even moisten it at all.
You're gonna see Korth kind of roll onto his back. It's like clawing and pawing at this promissory note.
He has a
Course.
chew toy.
I was gonna say
He's going
if you-
full on cat mode with kicking feet and
Uh-huh.
everything.
Korth, that's for money. That's money.
Yeah, if you don't eat it, you could buy lots of food with it.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say so?
We tried.
They didn't quite
Korth-
get that far.
Yeah.
Korth will put in
Through all of your
Korth will
attempts,
put in special pouch.
you've managed to tear off a corner of it with all of your attempts. So you've made a little bit of progress, but
Oh.
but yes, this is a promissory note worth 500 gold pieces worth of gear from the Dragon's Hoard store in Sojevik in Kronos.
Ooh. I can get new leather armor. I can get a shield. Oh, that'll be so useful.
We
Can't
get
wait
to
to
go
see
to Dragon's Lair.
I think it's just the name of the store, Korth. Unless it's being run by Dragonborn
Or an actual dragon.
or an actual dragon.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Anything's possible.
We're not in Strixhaven anymore, you know.
Whew.
Also in your packet is a nice little map of the campus that you're going to.
ooh,
Oh, this is nice.
Uh-huh. And what else? Oh yes. A license that requires your signature.
a license.
A
for what?
license.
A learner's license for magic issued by the Magic Agency of Governance and Enforcement.
Never heard of it. It's a magical learner's permit.
Yeah, basically.
Since when do we need a learner's permit to learn magic?
Yeah.
Well,
things must have
you-
really gotten
you'll
weird
note-
while we were gone.
You'll note that the agency that's listed on the license is the same agency that revoked Strixhaven's license to teach people from Piran.
Oh, I think I've heard of these guys. I heard my parents talking about them. I don't like
What
them
is-
very much.
I mean, we
What
had to
is
come back.
what is MAGA?
Oh,
Oh, God.
Oh God.
Their
Oh my
their
God.
favorite color is red, and
Oh gosh.
Mm.
And orange.
So they're red mages?
actually, I don't think that they're a fan of mages.
Oh,
I heard my parents talking about it a little bit. Since I don't really get politics, but apparently it's this organization that's trying to make it illegal to practice magic unless you have a special license or something.
Yeah, I'm surprised they let us back across the borders.
Yeah,
Mm.
there is some fine print on that license.
What does this fine print say?
Well, you know,
here just signs it.
it says that in signing this license, you agree to the rules and regulations of the Magic Agency of Governance and Enforcement.
I want to see a rule book before I agree to anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just put that in my pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so far Tjur's the only person among you and also among the other students that has signed that license.
I'm gonna
Hey,
put
look,
it away.
it must be Samson.
Mhm.
Oh,
Close.
Yeah,
Real
there's
close.
Samson.
Aw. He's a good boy.
Korth's gonna look at it, shrug, and put it back in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just gonna put it away somewhere. I don't want to sign
Well-
anything until I read a rule book.
Exactly. You can tuck that back in my guide.
You can feel the winds change. As shortly after they do, the ship unmoors from the side of the flying island.
Whew.
And you guys are showed below to some quarters that you will have whilst in transit.
Do-
I wouldn't say that they are very large quarters, but they aren't necessarily uncomfortable.
I'm
But-
small. I don't need large quarters.
But
Yeah,
it is one large cabin that you're sharing with between yourselves and the other students.
Oh boy.
Whew.
So there's like 10 people in one room.
Yes.
Because there's the five of us: Doris, Rosie, Aurora, and
Xanther.
Xanther.
Mhm.
Panther. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't have a 10th. It's just the 9 of us.
Nine.
Right. Just the 9
Oh.
of you.
Well, I mean, Samson.
Samson. Yeah. Samson.
Oh, and
is there
Samson.
too.
I was about to say we gotta go on a quest to chuck a ring in a volcano.
How long is this trip? I'll ask,
3 whole
I'll ask some
books.
crew member.
6 hour tour.
We will be flying for a few days to reach
Oh.
Sojivik.
Whew. Mhm.
So between 4 and 7.
Depending on the winds. But
Well,
less.
it's a good chance to get some reading in.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So yes, you will be passing over many of the lands of Piran. What you're seeing below you now, if you look, is some very well-ordered farm fields and interspersed towns and villages. It looks very homey down there, actually. Very, very, very well organized.
Ooh.
Somewhat north of where you are, there is what looks to be a large city in the middle of a river.
That seems dangerous.
The sailors will tell you that you're looking at Brandonberry,
Sounds pretty.
the halfling nation. And the
Oh.
and essentially the bread box of Paran.
Core tier is more like pantry.
I always
Lots
like
of
the
good
view.
foods come
It's
from
so
Brandon
pretty.
Berry.
Going to go ahead
Catherine,
and
Make good
presume
meals.
that the laws are the same that we had in Strixhaven, or are they different in this realm?
There's going to be some differences to the laws, but for the most part, it is the same. You know, some nuance in the rules, but for the most part, the laws are the same. Your information packet will include a Cliff Notes version of the laws governing magic.
Oh, that'll be good to know.
And the,
Just the Cliff Notes?
yeah, basically, I mean, there's a lot of regulation that's been written in the last several months. So the short version is basically, don't use your magic against other people.
Define people.
Sentient beings.
Okay.
Depends on who you ask. If you ask the Boxerans,
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking.
And that you are responsible for any damage caused by magic that you perform.
What if it's for the greater good?
It doesn't mention anything in the law about greater good.
Oh, what if you're being attacked by like a beholder or something?
Right, the Cliff Notes are not going to suffice with this.
No.
Self-defense is probably all right.
Is there a class that will go over like that we could take that would discuss all of the new rules and laws and things like that? Like a course on the ever-changing laws?
Yeah, no, funny you should mention that because as you guys are flying, a person does introduce themselves to you. A warforged strides across the deck and into your cabin.
You selling salt?
No.
Okay.
Or no. I am Professor 808. Here to give you instruction on the laws of magic of Paran.
Oh, thank you, Professor.
Mm-hmm.
I advise you not to sign your mage license until you understand the laws of magic in Paran.
Looks over at Tjur.
Yep.
Yeah. I was gonna sign that thing till I read a rule book. Thank you very much.
Hopefully you have read the information in packet.
Yeah, no problem.
I am here to answer your questions.
So many questions.
I have so many questions. Is this
Is
all
there-
because of Mage?
Is there a shorter way than saying 808? Like, you know what? I'll call you Bob.
I was just gonna say visually.
808.
Bob.
Not Bob, 808.
Bob.
Do you have any questions on the laws of magic?
So, Professor, this whole it looks like. Is there any sort of nuance or gray area when you're using magic in self-defense? Because it seems all very strict and it all seems very constricting.
Yes, there is specific allowances for defense.
Well, that's good
Okay.
because if someone still comes at me swinging a sword, I hope they don't expect me to not
Oh.
use magic to help defend myself.
Someone using magic is responsible for damage their magic causes, and also damage caused by magic in defense of magic that they perform.
Okay.
So-
Is there a definition of damage?
damages would include anything that a person, if a person or property was harmed, they would bring a claim to mage, and you would be responsible for paying if you were the person who created the magic or caused the magic to be created in defense. So, if you were attacked by an illicit mage and you cast magic to defend yourself, reasonable magic to defend yourself, then if you cause damage, the attacking mage is responsible.
Oh. Well, that's reasonable at least.
Yeah, I was
Magic.
and ask, do we have a castle doctrine?
It is unreasonable to use Cone of Cold to defeat somebody attacking you with cantrips.
Hmm.
So you basically, if it's a bar fight, don't cast fireball.
Do not cast Fireball.
Wait, so you have to leave yourself open to someone attacking you with a higher level spell in order for you to be able to defend yourself with a higher level spell?
I think he means area of effect, like if the cone of cold killed somebody else. Right?
Exactly. It is reasonable to a board of review, which is to say, similar case. If man tries to punch you, do not shoot him with musket.
Okay. Please tell me that there are magic users on this board.
All of the board are magic users.
Okay.
Because
I don't want this.
it's only physical damages that you have to go ahead and pay for.
Emotional damage.
These are my questions on what they determined as damage.
Mm-hmm.
The law specifies physical damages.
Okay, so we can mentally fuck them up and they don't get any reprimands.
Uh,
Uh,
this
I mean, it's all
look a little
sounding,
farther down.
it's all sounding somewhat reasonable so far.
Wait, why does it say fire magic forbidden?
Because fire magic is forbidden.
What's this about enchantment?
Enchantment is not legal to be used on sentient species at all. Other than yourself.
But I use fire magic. I have my fire rune. It's very useful and helpful.
So you're telling me that I can't tell somebody to fuck off using magic?
You can. But
You
fire
just said you
magic
can't.
fire magic is prohibited because it causes
that's
too much
fire.
damage.
Oh,
I'm
he's
talking
talking about
enchantment.
enchantment.
Enchantment is seen as
Takes away their free will.
takes away the free will of the target, and is not permissible to be used on sentient species.
Okay,
What
so I
if
can't tell them to fuck off, but I can rip their head off.
There
Well, that's physical damage.
is exceptions again for self-defense, but
So
No.
enchantment is legal in self-defense.
only in self-defense, because it can end.
You can't walk into a shop and charm shopkeeper to give you free beer. I learned this.
Precisely.
What if so? Because as she holds up one of her swords with one of the fire runes, like, so, but this only targets a single person. The thing that I'm attacking. It doesn't target anything else. It's not an area of effect. It's just a single use. It's a single target.
Mage does not make a distinction.
Well, that's just horse pooey.
The- There are special allowances for instruction.
Yeah, but
I don't like mage.
I don't like them either. This is
So
bullshit. gonna get a headache trying to figure out what we can do or
Does
not.
Mage govern the entire world? Like, do we have to sign this HOA bullshit?
Mm.
They govern all magic use within the Paran Alliance.
Is anybody not in the alliance?
What is outside of
That's a
Alliance?
magic school.
Wait. No. Korth is lizard folk, not part of Prairie's alliance.
If you are studying in Archaea, you are within the jurisdiction of the Paran Alliance. I am sorry to say, Korthmodo.
I think it's bullpucky that I can't use my fire rune.
You will be able to use it in an instructional setting.
I think it's
Well,
bullshit.
I'm going to be using it if I have to defend myself. I'm not going to hold back if something's trying to kill me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can do that, but the problem is you have to wait for them to hit you first. And that's crap. Because surprise attacks are incredibly useful. And sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
What happens in the heat of the moment may not be known or reported. But if your fire should cause collateral damage, expect consequences.
Okay, so
Okay.
leave
Leave
no
no evidence.
survivors.
Yeah, leave no evidence and you're good.
No evidence, no witnesses.
I was like, no, sir. There will be no survivors.
We have a Korthmodo.
Yes.
I am, in fact, the instructor for the required course of Abjuration and your magic self-defense.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's fantastic. 'Cause I would love to learn how to defend myself.
Because I'm going to have a lot more questions.
Mm-hmm.
Korth may take this class.
You will take this class.
You have to.
It is a required course.
Oh. Korth will see you in class, teacher.
It is the college takes seriously to make sure that every student is able to defend themselves.
Yeah, since it's all we're
That's
allowed to
good.
do.
Professor 808. Could I ask a question?
What's this question?
Who teaches imbued horology class?
Somebody's just given up.
Oh,
Not a class for making a harem. Stop.
Huge tracts of land.
I am unfamiliar who is assigned to this class. It will be from the College of Technomancy.
Oh, okay.
Romancy? Is that like music?
No, Technomancy is the study of the combination of gears and machines with magic. I myself am a product of this school of magic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I'll definitely take that class. It sounds fascinating.
E, and I'm gonna nudge Tjur. Mating rituals.
Yeah.
I am not from the College of Technomancy, but I do very much recommend the classes such as imbued horology.
I'm gonna let you know, Tjur, that Bob is also another kind of marital aid.
Kind of what?
But he said he didn't teach class.
Uh-huh.
Wait, another
Oh.
kind of what?
Battery operated boyfriend. It's another kind of marital
Oh,
aid. He's from Technomancy.
oh my god.
808.
That's Bob
He's
now.
proving the point, but he's like, yes, I am a product of
Yes,
this.
I am a product of this class.
Like, oh, good. We're being taught by a science project.
Actually, this makes so much more sense that he is all about making sure we have proper consent and understanding before signing up for this stuff.
Mhm.
Good.
I don't want to sign this stupid license.
It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait for this
If-
to start.
If you don't sign the license, what happens?
If you do not sign the license, you will not be permitted to use magic in instruction.
Ugh.
Also, you will not be able to purchase magical gear from the supply shops.
Wait. You sell magical equipment?
Yes,
Hmm.
magical equipment can be acquired at the Dragon's Hoard in the city of Sojavik,
Which is a few days away.
which is a few days away. Yes. Also, in the laws, you are not permitted to sell magic items to unlicensed people or give.
Oh, damn.
There will be no transfer of ownership of magic items to unlicensed persons.
Hmm.
Can we get a copy of this? Like the full thing?
Yes.
Gonna have to do a lot of memorization of this.
Seriously.
With everything I do.
Well, you'll note in your packet showing the list of classes that there is one called Verbal Components and the Law.
Mhm. Sign me up. Also, do we have a debate club?
Yes. That is one of the available extracurricular activities of the Academy of Archaea.
All right, fantastic.
Well, you would do great at that, Dezlan.
That's my plan. Just
I
gotta
have
keep
to have
going.
I have to have a LARPing club.
I'm surprised you wouldn't know. Like, I thought a lot of those groups get together for like big battles once a year.
Well, we do, but it also gets kind of clicky. You kind of tend to stick with your own group. And some of the other groups can just be really mean about it.
Are they going to be mean to you?
I hope not.
Hmm.
Well, not me, just more like like Quintilia, snotty and stuck up.
I didn't like Quintilius.
Me either.
Quintilius didn't like me.
Quintilius doesn't like a lot of people.
Hey, you guys
What?
remember how his
No, like
luggage went
Korth.
everywhere?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was me.
Nice.
I still cannot fathom how someone your size can move so damn stealthily. We were out in the open. Like,
He makes it into an art.
yeah, I should learn from you. Jeez.
Do not assume that large creatures will always make noise as they move. If you have any other questions concerning the upcoming classes or the laws of mage, please come ask, and he will noiselessly leave the room.
Making a point.
Hmm.
I guess we have to sign these stupid license permit things. I don't like this mage. I don't like
I mean, I guess you could do class without casting spells.
Where's the fun in that?
I mean,
seriously. I don't like these people. I mean, where do they get off saying who can do what kind of magic and when?
Yeah. It is very clear from the information in the packet that
Listen,
mage
Okay.
is not affiliated with the school, nor with the guilds of
Ooh.
Archaea. It is its own organization. They just make the law.
that's crap.
So the school has to follow the law just like anybody else. Bless you, Safria.
Thank you.
Gesundheit.
Hopefully I won't have to do that 20 more times.
Mhm.
so the secret to this is, like most. Do you remember when we broke into that house and did stuff inside of it?
Definitely not.
And
No,
we
I-
didn't.
I,
You know.
I don't remember doing anything like that. We were perfect law-abiding, rule-abiding students.
Right, exactly like that. So if you are just perfect law-abiding citizens, like that time we broke into the house, then we'll be fine.
Oh, Korth gets it.
Yep. Yep.
Tier means don't get caught.
No evidence, no survivors.
Yes.
Which means, Korth, you're gonna have to come hungry on every mission.
Korth always comes hungry.
That I figured.
One day, Korth, you will say that you are not hungry, and we will all have heart attacks.
Yes.
I don't think my heart could take it.
Well, then he would just eat more. So you're bite sized. There's always more
listen,
appetizers.
just because he's not hungry doesn't mean he can't eat.
Right.
There are times when Korth is not hungry.
Molting season?
No. Korth gets extra hungry during molting season.
Mm.
No.
What about when it's cold out?
Korth's not hungry when it's cold.
He doesn't even want to talk about it being cold.
Well,
Why do you warm-blooded creatures like the cold? It makes no sense.
I don't like the cold.
Makes your fur grow in better.
After about a day of travel, the ship is now over what appears to be a rather large swamp. However, it turns further south and starts heading out over the sea. Bob, that is Professor 808. Now you guys got me saying it. Professor 808 is on deck and he is there to inform you that they're turning south because they need to avoid Taraskberg airspace.
What's going on over there?
They are very particular over who flies through their airspace. For safety reasons, they would not wish to accidentally release the creature in the city.
Wait a minute. I thought it was just. It's really. What? I thought it was just a clever name.
No, it is a very literal name. It is called Taraskberg because many generations ago, the Tarask rampaged across the land and was stopped by a brave few adventurers. And rather than kill it, they trapped it and have since been harvesting from the Tarask in order to create magical reagents.
You see Safri's eyes just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. She genuinely thought it was just a quirky name to name a town. She honestly didn't think there was actually the Tarask was actually under there. So you just see her eyes getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I need to sit down. And she just sits down on the deck.
He holds up a pouch and says, "This pouch is filled with material made in Taraskberg."
What kind of material?
It is a magical universal reagent. It can be used as substitution for any material component.
Okay, that's really cool.
Oh, wow.
I imagine it's horrifically expensive.
It is quite expensive. And also...
Terrifically expensive?
Terrifically expensive, yes.
Terraskiflically,
yes. Very, very expensive. But also not to be used in any consumable application.
Why would you want to eat anything that came off of the Tarask? Why?
Specifically, do not eat this material.
Yeah, like the time that 404 siphoned the oil out of that engine.
Yes.
Yeah, that didn't end well.
No.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Do not
I don't feel well.
do not ever make potions with Tarask material.
do not recommend.
What happens if you do?
It is against the law. But if you should ingest a potion made with Tarask material, it is mutagenic and will cause terrible mutations, possibly death.
If you're lucky.
This is not a challenge, Korth. Do not eat it.
Sarvi's just kind of sat herself on the deck and is rubbing her temples like
This is
Korth
not
was
like
actually Korth was actually considering like,
I saw your
I
face.
wonder.
Not like a promissory note, okay? It's not a challenge.
oh.
I think Sylan powered down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think now might be a good time for a short 10-minute break. What do you guys say?
Oh yeah. I
Sounds
can-
great.
Sounds good to
Okay.
me.
Yep, get some more ice for my drink.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Take a little bit of
a
a break.
refill of a drink for myself as well. So,
Yeah.
folks, we will go ahead and take a short 10-minute break. We will be back soon.
All right. See you all in 10.
Season.
See you in 10.
And we're back. Well, most of us are back. I asked everyone if we were ready, and oh, Korth, you ducked. You're still here. You just ducked. Now what happened to Sylan?
Vaporized.
Vaporized. Okay. he cast invisibility.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. So yes, we are back, and you guys are going to travel through the air on this wonderful ship for several more days. Mostly uneventful, but the view is spectacular. From your vantage point, you can see that you are passing kind of southish of another range of mountains. Not the same mountains in the north. This is a completely different range.
D&D Beyond's being dumb again, just FYI.
And the ship begins to descend, and below you, you see a very large lake that seems to flow from a river that comes out of the mountains themselves. On one end of the lake, on the southern end of that lake, a river flows back out towards the sea, but on that river is a very large and sprawling city. You can see that there are not just docks, but shipyards on the lake side of this city. Presumably the ships are built there and they reach the sea by going downriver. Or maybe they build airships, who knows? The city is characterized by pretty strongly angled roofs, very very steep angles to the roofs here, and in kind of grayish blue colors for the most part. Sometimes a red roof in there somewhere. But the airship descends and comes down with a splash into the lake, and then propels itself towards one of the docks of the city. And Professor 808 is there to inform you, or to say to you, welcome to the city of Sojavik.
Thank you, Professor.
Once we dock, you will have the entire afternoon to visit the Dragon's Hoard or other shops in town and return to the ship for transportation to the campus.
So it's not in the city proper?
Correct. The campus is at the north end of... He twitches a little bit while, the data banks rattle to try to remember what the names are. This is certainly not a your DM spazzing out. It's definitely 808. The campus is at the north end of Loch Curdon.
Curdon. What does that mean?
Loch Curdon is the lake we are on.
I was curious if it meant something, like if it was.
My understanding is. What was that noise? My understanding is that it is named for an ancient hero who drowned here.
Okay.
Oh, that's dark.
Mm-hmm.
Not much of hero if he drowned.
I do not know the circumstances. Perhaps you can ask in town.
Yeah.
Or ask a professor of history. I am a professor of defense.
Professor of defense.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What does protecting one's crops have to do with it? With knowledge?
I feel as though you have misunderstood.
It happens a lot. You get used to it.
The ship comes into port, and your time to go and visit the town begins now.
Right. Okay, so our promissory note is only good for the Dragon's Hoard or other places too?
It is good primarily at the Dragon's Hoard, but there are actually other places that can be that would be listed on that promissory note as well.
Is there a coffee shop? Because it's been days.
There is a coffee shop,
You probably had
a cafe.
sailor's coffee.
They had coffee on board.
Have you ever had in-flight coffee? It's terrible. You can't make a proper brew at that altitude. Just
One of the establishments listed on your promissory note is the Dewdrop Inn.
all right.
Nice.
I hear they sell a lot of cabbages.
They sell a lot of what?
Cabbages.
Cabbages.
Yuck.
I suppose I need to go to the smithy. I need a bigger sword.
Just FYI, y'all, D&D Beyond's being dumb again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It
gone.
is down right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Quite
Oh, not just me
suspicious.
then.
Quite suspicious.
Yeah, probably got doxxed.
Uh-huh.
They heard us talking about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll just keep a note of anything I buy then and upgrade my sheet later.
So there isn't a smithy that's listed on that note.
Adventurers.
The Dragon's
Thing.
Hoard is listed as a one-stop shop for most adventuring gear.
Perfect.
Well, I guess that's where we start then, and then go look for specialty shops afterwards for whatever we can't find.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Gorth would like something for the Druish arts.
Might be able to find something there. Who knows? But as you find the Dragon's Hoard, you see above the door a hanging shingle with the picture of a dragon curled around a pile of treasure and weapons and things.
This is place, yes?
Yes, it is.
This is right place?
The Dragon's Hoard. It is, it looks like a small-ish building, actually.
Huh.
Like, from the outside, it looks like, maybe you could fit a little bit of stuff in here. It's not that big at all.
Go in.
But it is very well decorated. In bright red and or in bright green colors.
Huh. Well, appearances can be deceiving.
Like, course,
Like Alan, she gets bigger.
Mm-hmm.
like course, great hatch mother say, pray first.
Before shopping?
And he opens the door.
You open the door, and
Yeah.
as soon as you open the door and you look inside, you realize there's some shenanigans going on here.
Oh, my favorite. I love shenanigans.
There's
Shenanigans.
some magical shenaniganery taking place here because this store is quite a bit larger on the inside than it is on the outside.
Are there peanuts on the floor?
Are we sure the coloring outside wasn't blue?
It is not blue. It is
Not
not blue.
on the windows.
No, that's a totally different place.
But within you see a very large floor of shelves and shelves of different adventuring gear. And when you walk in, a shopkeeper, actually a kind of tall human woman, greets you. In Draconic, she says, "Welcome to the Dragon's Hoard."
Oh,
Anybody speak Draconic?
I don't know. I
She
can't look at my
speaks
sheet.
to-
Yeah,
she
I
speaks
can't look
the
at my sheet.
language, the language of the gods.
Mm-hmm.
What'd she say, Korth?
Welcome to Dragon's Hoard.
Oh, thank you.
I don't. I can't. I don't know.
Accent is slightly off though.
Well, we
It
can
is-
look over on the boundary.
It's mine's not updated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
languages should still be the same.
Yeah, languages should still be the same. And she switches to common and she says to all of you, "Welcome to the Dragon's Horde."
Hello. Thank you.
Oddly enough, my D&D Beyond is working.
Mine seems fine.
Can
Look, I've
I
got-
can I help you to find anything?
Oh,
Who's first? Oh, pray
Oh.
first.
Pull out my voucher.
Oh, students! And she claps her
Mhm.
hands and kind of rubs them together a bit. I love when Archaea students come. I always love to see the future generation of mages.
Insight.
Go ahead.
inside.
Go ahead and roll insight.
Oh, well, I mean, 15.
It's
Yes,
reasonably clear to you what she loves about when students come is the fact that they always have these wonderful promissory notes for lots of money.
I mean, a pretty penny just did roll in between our group and the other.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
9 students just walked in.
Thousands of gold pieces just barged through the door.
Yes.
I
So
mean,
she-
I'm pretty sure
She is
she
all
doesn't see us
smiles.
as people. She sees us as walking coin pouches.
Yeah, she is all smiles at the moment.
All right. In that case, that means excellent customer service.
Uh-huh.
Thalfrey, I know you said you had specific stuff you were looking for.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm gonna browse for a bit.
1 second. And I'm gonna like kind of gather you all up into a little huddle and kind of lean in and go, who is best barterer in group?
Not me.
Oh, probably definitely not me.
I'm gonna look at Tjur.
Oh yeah. This is definitely not one of my charisma based characters.
What is it?
Tjur, you good at making trades and bartering deals with monies?
I think so.
Or is it Silas?
Maybe. I like parties. I organize a good party, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Yes. But we want to make sure our gold lasts as long as possible.
Well,
We don't
that's
have
actually,
any gold. We have papers.
it equals gold.
Okay. You want our gold to last as long as possible. All right.
Korth is actually fairly shrewd about these things.
Oh, you're good at talking. I think Sylan is pretty good at talking too.
I do what I can.
So, while she's waiting for one of you to speak up, you guys will note that in here there is weapons of just about any shape and size you can think of, as well as various different types of armor.
Ooh.
There's a section of spell components. There is sections of some of the more common magic items and even a couple of uncommon ones. There is an area that seems to have gemstones.
Yeah, I was like, "Number
Float over that way.
Silent just kind of floats away.
He had an ADOS moment.
Yes.
Do you have Druish priest on premises?
I'm sorry, I don't believe we have any druids on staff, but we do have some natural supplies.
Yes, Korth would like to see your natural Druish supplies.
It's like behind a curtain, everything smells like patchouli.
Yeah. There's a back room, and in there is a room that's made to be like a natural zone. The floor is covered in moss, and there's the sound of running water.
That sounds heavenly.
This is
Oh.
what I look for.
I can see
And
why you'd
Korth's gonna like amble behind the counter, and you'll hear from the back, "Is this kosher?"
it.
So excuse me. I'm looking for some light sturdy armor and shields. What do you have what do you have in those regards?
For light armor, we have the very best. Allow me to show you our selection of gambesons.
Ooh,
The very, very best craftsmanship.
ooh. Yes, please, yes.
And we have some shields ready-made with different different patterns painted on them. If you should like anything custom, we would have to have time to paint them.
Alrighty.
Get it customized. That's cool.
Ooh, that is cool.
And yeah, there are gambesons. This is cloth armor, and so they are available in every color of the rainbow.
Oh. She
Out of
is
character, I'm
looking at the
gonna say
variety.
that Sophia needs to go for a chibi owlbear motif on her shield.
Oh my gosh. She actually is gonna when she gets a shield, she is actually going to commission an owl bear on it.
This could be the cutest thing.
Mhm.
You're very talented.
But it's gonna look like the Garfield, like sucked
Yeah.
onto the side and holding on to the
Right,
shield.
right.
Like,
Yes.
"Ah!"
So an owl bear
Ooh.
holding on to the shield, not one that's
Yep.
ferociously.
She's gonna start looking through the game and says, "Oh, I like this color. Oh, maybe there's this color too. So many pretty colors."
Each of
Ro-
these.
Rogues can only use light armor, right?
Correct.
Yes, light armor. So gambeson for you as well.
Alright.
If we don't spend 100 gold here, how's this work?
Any money that you don't spend by the time you arrive on campus, they will probably be able to refund to you,
Mhm.
Refund?
as in give you the coin.
Oh, okay.
So, and she was also like looking around, like looking at like various signs and advertisements of the store, like we can do this for your armor, we can do that for your armor. How much for this masterwork armor? I mean, if I wanted to how much would that cost?
Okay, so you're pointing out a gambeson that is of masterwork quality.
Mhm.
Okay, so that would be 365 gold pieces is the price that's on that armor.
What's the upcharge for reduces damage by 1
Right.
for the masterwork? Cool.
Oh, and she takes down a particularly nice one that she likes with in her preferred colors, and I'm like, I think I'd like to get this one.
Which color would that be?
Oh gosh, what is Sophia's favorite color? Because like she likes to wear like, oh, this will be like a slightly darker, like foresty green color.
What color is
Like-
she? Like a barn owl?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll look real pretty against that.
Oh yeah,
brown
yeah,
one.
yeah. Forest green.
Yeah. Like it might also have like some like a little bit of brown in it to like give it like a kind of almost like an illusory, like when it moves, and like a little bit more
They-
flash to it, like a tree.
They will call
Forest.
the shopkeeper, Sonja, will call an attendant from the back and she says, "Please, please follow Jax here. He will take you to a fitting area to make sure that the armor is properly fitted to you."
Thank you very much. I'll come back out and look at the shields in a bit.
Yes, and so you go to the back, and the attendant Jax is going to work with you to adjust the fittings and everything else of the armor to make sure that it is fitting you properly.
I'm getting it around my wings.
That too. All right, who is next?
That is minus 365 to the gold I know.
Is
I have.
there the pricing for gems on here?
Yes. There are there's you would have to specify.
Right. I was like, I see the different breakdowns, but I wasn't sure on the expense.
There are gems here that are used as spell components, which are going to be valuable gemstones. And then there's going to be socket gems, which are used with socketed equipment.
I was thinking of getting an amethyst inset in my gambeson.
Okay. So the way socketed gems work is that they are basically one-time use.
Ah, gotcha.
I was getting one for my shield, but if they're one-time use,
So
I'm not sure.
So if you were to get a socket built into your gambeson, you would be able to socket in any of those gems. And the effect for armor being that it would grant you resistance to the damage type, right? But only once. So it would potentially save your life from a dragon's fire breath, but then the gem would be expended and you'd have to resocket another gem, which isn't a problem if you've got a stack of them with you.
Right, if we have a bag of gems, which
Yep.
I definitely do not have the money for.
If you have a bag of gems, inserting a new gem into an armor socket is only a bonus action.
That still would get very expensive in a battle. Although, I mean, it's the cost of your life, so.
Right.
Nope, something to think of for the future.
Yes, definitely. And
Isn't it fun to think how certain Warforged in the war were using these things like candy?
Yes. Holy cow.
Uh-huh.
Put things into perspective.
Yeah.
Pop.
all right.
Okay, so
100 gold a pop.
No. 100 gold to get the socket installed.
just to get the socket.
Oh
hat.
gosh, how much are the gems themselves?
It depends on the
gem.
gem. That's what she was saying.
Well, so the gem ammunition. I have to find it. It's around here somewhere. There it is. The gem ammunition is 10 gold per gem.
Oh,
So not
too terrible.
terrible. There's also various alchemy supplies here as well. You know, vials of acid, alchemist fire, some liquid ice. Also some basic poison.
That sounds cool, but I haven't really played much with potions or anything.
They do have,
liquid ice.
well, it works kind of like alchemist fire, only it deals cold instead of fire. And the alchemist fire at this point is labeled not for combat use, for utility only.
That's how they get around it.
Uh-huh. For utility only.
You know, for lighting bonfires or.
You're right.
I need the great sword.
You need the great sword? You can find the great sword.
But will it be a great sword?
I don't need a great sword.
Just
I
an
just-
okay one.
It's functional over aesthetics.
Mm-hmm. There are several different great swords there. Some of them better made than others. But if you're looking for one that is purely utility, a standard greatsword, then it will not cost much.
All right.
If I recall, it's only 50 gold pieces for a standard greatsword.
Yes.
They also in this store do have firearms, muskets, and flintlock pistols.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I haven't gotten to use any of those. They sound really cool,
Mhm.
but I've heard that they're kind of iffy on the accuracy with firing and misfiring.
Right. There is also a an entire case of red-colored potions.
Health potions.
Yes.
So much better than troll piss.
Yeah, they don't
I'm
have any
sure
of they don't have any of that variety.
Oh, paying 40 gold. Also paying 40 gold for a metal shield.
Okay. 40 gold per metal shield, and you're gonna go ahead and buy that Gambison for 365.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm making notes to add this to my to D&D Beyond whenever it gets
Mhm.
working again.
All right.
Hmm.
Sylan, are you looking for anything specific?
Well, I did see one thing, but that was when I was looking at that discerning list
Mm-hmm.
that she posted, and the one
Yeah,
that caught
sorry.
my eye was a ring,
Okay.
and it is the ring of mind shielding.
They do have one of those here.
It 450.
Unfortunately, not for that price.
I didn't think so.
But Sonja is happy to offer you a finance deal.
The question is what is the price of said ring for a finance deal?
Uh-huh. Well, actually, I need to roll a percentile for you.
Okay.
Actually, make that metal shield. I'm getting masterwork, so that's +1.
That'd be another 300 for that.
Actually, never mind. Oh, actually, hold on. No, it says 100 plus base
100.
plus the shield. Yep. So I am shelling out the extra 100 for metalwork, masterwork metal shield.
Okay.
You
So
should only be up to 505 then.
the
I have some gold left
Yep.
over.
the ring of mind shielding that they have is
Mhm.
actually within your price range.
Within the 5?
Yes, it's actually
Okay.
only 250 gold.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it cursed?
No, but she will
Oh,
tell
no.
you. She will tell you that the item was made with Tarask material rather than the typical manufacturing of a ring of this type.
You're gonna have to explain that to me because I'm not from this place.
Well, it was
Shady
the
manufacturing process.
the discount is because it was made with a material reagent that is much cheaper and more available than what would otherwise take to make a ring of this kind.
It's kind of like a
So-
knockoff, but like it still does its thing, but maybe not as good.
Well, some people
Well-
say that. I find I myself find that Tarask material items can sometimes not function quite the same, but for the most part, it is the same. For most items, you can't tell a difference.
Not
Just
true.
don't
About
chew on the
this-
ring.
I wouldn't chew on the ring in the first place. For this particular item, is it fully functional without any side effects?
No side effects have ever been reported.
Oh dear.
Insight.
Salesman.
Insight?
Insight.
Go ahead and roll insight.
Look up what this thing is. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Nice.
15.
She seems to be being honest about it.
Something of this nature, I'd rather have the full, not something made with a product of inferior nature because it
Oh.
costs cheaper.
Well, so items made in the older traditional ways are a little bit rarer and harder to come by. But if I should acquire one, I will be happy to let you know, if you would like.
I would like, due to the fact it would make staying here a little easier.
But I should say that items that were made in the older, more traditional ways are sometimes collector's items.
Oh.
So everything here is made with the inferior, what is the
Most.
terrace?
Yes,
What-
the
okay.
Tarask material. That some people call it Taraskium.
I'm just gonna call it to ass.
But none of the potions are made with it. That would be quite illegal.
Illegal.
Yes.
Well, I don't plan on spending 500 gold in potions. The ring caught my eye from things I was thinking of how to go ahead and stay here a little easier
what-
if the
what do you mean-
unfortunate should happen.
What do you mean stay here?
I'm not of this realm.
Oh, are you from a let's see, how much does she know? Are you from some outer plane?
Yes.
Oh, it is not often that we have an outsider as a shopper here. Is Mage aware of your presence?
I should think so. We were
I don't know what
invited
you're
to
talking
school.
about.
I mean, I'm sure it's on his transfer papers.
Right.
I was like, he has a permit and everything.
Okay, well then I'm sure everything's in order, but my goodness. I don't think I've encountered very many outsiders.
Pleasure to meet you.
It's my pleasure to meet you.
Your realm is very confusing.
Did you have a price for, or was there a old-fashioned version of that available?
Of the ring?
Uh-huh.
I don't have one, but I can keep my eyes open for them and try to acquire it if one becomes available.
Okay, since you have stuff that I don't want to mess with on that, what else do you have in the way of gauntlets, bracers?
Bracers. So we have some bracers, some archers bracers.
I was thinking more of either the defense or offense style.
One moment. Let me go check my stock.
The ledger needs to come out.
Yeah, sorry, I keep
Hmm.
looking at the merchant's prices thing.
Suffery's very happy with our purchases.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my ideas for you, Josh, is on here, just looking at the price guide over here, gauntlets of ogre power.
Uh-huh.
The other one was boots of elven kind.
Okay, you're looking specifically for gauntlets of ogre power.
Yeah. On this price guide, they're 450.
Mm-hmm. And let me go ahead and roll a percentile on there as well. They actually have some gauntlets of ogre power here that were made in the old-fashioned way.
And the price of those are?
950.
Holy fuck.
But you know, like I say, they have financing options.
What is financing
Financing would
incur?
oh, you possibly don't have that option where you're from. Financing is where you would make a down payment on the item, and then the remainder of the balance you would pay in installments.
Okay, so how much are installments?
For the benefit of financing, a finance charge is added. So the total price, if you finance it, is going to be about 1,050. But you can put down a down payment and make installments of 50 gold per 4-week period, and after it's paid off, it's fully yours.
What's the going rate of jobs in this territory?
Well, if you're looking for work, if you were looking for a job in the city, I'm afraid nothing is going to pay sufficiently to buy magic items. But adventuring type work is sometimes available, and that's sometimes more lucrative.
More fun anyway.
So financing seems a bit hard to go ahead and come by if you cannot make 50 gold per every 4 weeks.
I mean, that's pretty steep to do it that often, especially with
That is
workload.
due to the fact that we're not established in this territory, and
Maybe keep it in the back of your head. Find out what type of money we'll be making while we're here.
I should have talked to Xander before he went through that portal. Or not Xander, what was his name?
Quintilius?
Quintilius. Alright. Well then, the last thing would be to look to see if you have the boots in the cheaper version.
You were looking for boots of elven kind? Yes, you will find a set of boots of elven kind. Price of 200 gold.
I will go ahead and take those then.
Although I would advise, don't actually take these boots of elven kind into the elven lands.
Are they made with real elves?
Well, no, it's just that the elves have actually banned the trade of Tarask material.
Oh, I can't blame them.
Where,
Why would you make anything out of a Tarask?
How close are
How
the
will they
elven
know?
lands?
Oh, they're many leagues away. And actually, they shouldn't have any problem with the boots. Probably.
Is it a death sentence if I wear these boots in
No.
their lands?
No. They are not quite so draconic. Pardon me.
Look over.
Close enough.
They are not quite so vicious in the in enforcement of their laws. Typically, it's just confiscation.
Confiscation without paying me.
Without recompense, yes.
We'll just don't go to the Elven lands with them.
It's just
Well-
the elven lands. It's not just elves.
Right, it's just the elven lands.
Yeah, they don't want that crap in their borders.
The elves, if they find out that something in their borders is made with Tarask material, will confiscate it. The dwarves don't allow trade in Tarask material, but they don't care about items.
I don't see a problem.
I don't see a problem either due to the fact of I'll be mostly in school. Don't know what the
Plus, you could always
curriculum is
just
going to be.
hide them.
Bloody shit stains. This
Or
place
leave them in
is
your
so
room.
confusing to have laws that you can just go ahead and just take somebody's stuff that they paid their money for.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
Yes, it's. I've often said that the Piran Alliance needs to. I mean, this is a political opinion, so take it for what it's worth. But I've often said that the Piran Alliance needs to hammer out a set of inalienable rights afforded to each citizen. But I'm afraid they haven't done so as of yet.
Good luck with that with Mage running around.
Seriously.
Alright. Can I see the ring just so we just. I'm gonna use detect magic on the ring and see if there's any faults in it.
It is you see a aura of abjuration, as expected. Go ahead and make an Arcana check to look at the details of the aura. Go ahead and add an extra D4 to that check since you've had a class in magical auras.
Back while I find my character. God. So 17.
Analyzing this item, you can tell that it has all of the functionality of a ring of mind shielding, and the aura itself does not look like it is any weaker than it ought to be. What you can tell from examining it is, though, that unlike a lot of magic items that you've seen, this one is not as impervious to damage as you might otherwise be accustomed to.
Oh, so it can be shattered.
Right. It can be broken.
Oh dear.
Get a hematite.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah, that's a major no-no on that one.
Well, as long as you don't hit it with a hammer, it should be fine.
And yet I'm being told that we're going to be adventuring. Does not mean that something isn't going to hit me with a large club or whatever.
Why don't you just wear it on a toe?
Toe?
You have. I mean, I don't have toes, but
I know you
You
don't
have toes, right?
Yes, I have toes, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to get hit with something. I also have gauntlets to protect my hands in combat.
well, then it's pretty unlikely to get destroyed.
All right. Is it possible that I can just save my voucher and see if I can go ahead and come back for the gauntlets then?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll do that. Next.
All right. Korth or Dezlan? Dezlan, I think you've yet to go.
I am looking for a Gambison.
Okay. Any additions or just a regular old Gambison?
Well, I mean, it seems like it's already going to be significantly better than what I got, which is handy.
Mm-hmm.
And for the upcharge, doesn't really seem like it's that worth it. Yeah, I don't want to spend 300 right now to get a masterwork version. So I think I'm just gonna go with a Gambison.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what color yet. I'll have to figure that out. And I think I should play with some black powder weapons before I go buying my own, see if I even like them. So,
Well, if you like, and she points to one of the rooms on the side, we have a indoor shooting range.
ooh, okay. Well, let me go do that while everybody else keep shopping then.
All right. Well, out at the shooting range, they have various models of pistols and muskets, even a blunderbuss
Yeah, that's
Out-
outside of my price range, but
out
I'd
there
love to
as
shoot
well.
one.
Oh yeah, you want to shoot one? Now's your chance.
Yeah.
You take aim with the blunderbuss at the target. You make sure everything's packed correctly, and you fire and roll a d20.
Ooh.
Sure. Wow. I am.
All right. Well, I was basically just making sure it didn't misfire, and it didn't. So you fire, and the target gets absolutely peppered with different bits of shot, and tatters
Oh.
fall off of it.
Bet that's handy in a crowd. Oh, I like that. Comparatively, would a short bow be similar to a pistol or a musket in damage?
Speaking of damage and or proficiency, okay, as a rogue, you will have proficiency with the pistol, the flintlock pistol. The musket and blunderbuss and arquebus type weapons, though, those are going to be martial weapons that you don't automatically get proficiency with.
Okay. And I have sharpshooter too, which is handy.
But the damage of a flintlock pistol is going to be quite a bit better than that of a short bow.
All right.
Also,
Okay.
we use one hand.
Right.
Yes.
It's not like I get 2 actions though, so I can't really do anything with my other hand.
Yeah, this is not the character that gets multiple actions.
Right. You know. How I miss those forearms.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think just Dezlan's gonna fire through the other weapons too, and just get a feel for them.
They are loud, extraordinarily loud, and they do have a kick to them.
Ooh.
Not very good for stealth.
And after you fired them a couple of times, you're noticing that you yourself and your clothes are taking on a slight scent of expired gunpowder.
Oof. Bet Korth is not gonna like this.
Korth doesn't get to talk about bad smells, okay?
You know,
Want to bet?
peppered Hassenpfeffer.
Smoky.
Yeah,
Right.
slightly smoked. Well, maybe I can just get a better bow.
Yeah, Mr. Halitosis over there does not get to talk about bad smells.
Well, she did say that she had the braces of archery.
Yep, they do have those.
Oh, I missed that.
Do +2 damage.
Oh, hell yeah. What's the
Um,
cost on that?
the cost of that being that it is not a old style bracer. Let me double check. Okay. Being that it is not an old style magic item, it is made in the with the new wonderful materials. You're looking at the cost of about 300 gold to buy the bracers of archery.
Okay. I will take those and Gambison then. Yeah. That sounds good.
There are also more common magic items in the shop as well. Of special interest for you, they have the same kind of endless coffee thermoses that they had at Strixhaven for the low price of 50 gold pieces.
Wait a
Is it
minute.
made with Thrace though?
That one is not.
Okay, I was like, I don't want to be putting my coffee in that.
Now that produces something that is consumable and therefore would be illegal to make with Terrascium.
Just for 50 gold.
Better than the 500 at school.
Yeah,
Right.
that. Oh man, the upcharge. Oh, to keep the students awake. No wonder they could bend you over for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's bottomless coffee.
Yes.
Is it coffee the way I want it, like with the right like creamer?
No, it comes out as black coffee, so you have to add creamer and sugar.
Okay, all right, whatever. I'll take it.
But it does come out at a perfect drinking temperature.
Oh, that's the best. Oh man. Yes, I absolutely want one of those.
Yes. 50 gold for that wonderful thing.
Okay. So that'll be like 515, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
I still have some.
Okay. Tjur, were you getting anything other than the greatsword?
I wonder if you could convert the rest of this note into gold for me.
Sure.
Thank you.
All too happy to do so. I get the feeling I know what Tjur is planning on doing with the rest of that.
I don't think you do,
Welcome party.
but maybe you do. What do you think I'm going to
Party.
I imagine you're going to
Party.
be stopping by a tavern and making sure you pick up several casks of something.
do? We're going to be in this town for an entire year,
Mm-hmm.
at least a year.
Yes.
Okay.
Go open up
How
yourself
much-
a bar tab.
How much would it cost to buy the bar?
To buy the bar?
Yeah.
Much more than 500 gold.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
I keep
course.
saving then.
I'm looking for wand of natural powers, or maybe staff. Anything that's basically out of the druid spell list.
Okay.
I'll focus.
Yeah,
Not spell focus.
he's looking for an actual spell casting wand.
Oh, gotcha.
For that, I'm going to have to open up a table. Give me a moment. I have a magic item table just for this.
There's a bag that produces nothing but good berries.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Of course, gets that and just sits there eating endlessly.
Let's
I
see.
would.
This better be in...
I don't know why you're saying God no. That's a 1 HP per berry.
Yeah.
Yet you're also completely full after one berry. Eating
Yeah,
more
well-
causes problems.
You're satiated. You're
It-
not
It
full.
does not state that you eat
It's not
more than you
lim-
won't be.
It's not lembas bread.
Magic item tables. There we go. Let's see. Do I have these separated by... Okay, we are looking specifically for a druid spell, so why don't I just pull up the druid spell list for this?
Go and Pangle.
God, I hope not.
We'll do that. Let's see, and I can get that, our homebrew
Better in a
version.
wand of speak with plants.
Our homebrew version, so that we can pick up the spells from Grimlore's Grimoire as well.
Ugh.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. You can find, let's see how many different scrolls are going to be in here today. Okay. You will find a scroll of Fairy Fire.
Mm.
A scroll of Night Owl from Grimlore's.
Where is that?
A scroll of Speak with Animals. A scroll of Barkskin.
Mhm.
And, nope, not those. Not that one. A scroll of Skywrite. And a scroll of Healing Spirit. Sorry, you were actually looking for wands, not scrolls.
Wands or staves. I was just looking for something that would help me out. Maybe even something that may.
You can find a wand. Ooh. It's not a wand so much as it is a rod. But it works like a wand. But it is a rod of Thunderwave. When you smack it into the ground, that's when it releases the Thunderwave.
How much is that guy?
Okay. Let me find something equivalent for pricing. Let's see. All right, it is made with Tarask material. It's going to cost you 300 gold pieces. It has 3 charges. You can expend 1 charge as an action to cast Thunderwave from it, and it's going to regain 1d2 expended charges daily.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it.
You'll take it? Okay, great. All right. Has everyone spent what they want?
Mm-hmm.
Is no one going to buy any of the wonderful red potions?
I'm also going to walk up to the wonderful red potions.
I think I
How
still
much-
have to, so
How much for the
they have 3 varieties of potions of healing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get to the prices for those.
Used up my promissory note, but I still have plenty of gold, my own gold left.
But I somehow got logged out of World Anvil, so now I've got ads all over the damn screen.
Ugh, that's the worst.
It is. They're all blocked, but
Ooh, I'm gonna. How much gold would it be to request artwork done on my new shield?
depends on the artiste. But the artwork that they can have here, it's only going to cost you, an extra, say, 2 gold pieces if you want to have a custom motif painted on it. All right,
I'll pay an extra 2 gold to have like a cute owl, an owl bear
Uh-huh.
painted on mine.
on your shield.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, potion of healing. They have 3 different strengths. They have lesser, which is 1d4 plus 1 healing for 25 gold pieces. A regular potion of healing for 50 gold pieces. A potion of greater healing for 200 gold pieces each. They also sell healing potion syringes, injectors, which you can charge with. You can load a healing potion into it, and it allows you to administer that healing potion as a bonus action.
Oh, that's handy. How much is that?
That's an extra 50 gold. And in addition to potions of healing in the same stand, they also have antitoxin and antiviral medicines.
Antiviral.
Yes.
Definitely know they're selling to college kids.
I thought that was just mouthwash for you.
One would wish he would use that.
Not at all. I'll take 2 potions of healing and then an injector.
Okay.
I'm
So
using with
150.
gold.
I'll also take 2 potions of healing.
Okay.
I will deduct that from my gold.
And of course, your classmates will also have spent a good amount of their money here as well.
I'm assuming that spell of that scroll of healing spirit was more than 50 gold, right?
That scroll of healing spirit was more than 50 gold.
I'm dipping into my own funds now. I used up my promissory note.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta see what I've got.
Do you have bag of seasonings, maybe magical bag of seasonings?
Oh yes, yes.
How much for bag of seasonings?
We have actually a whole range of cooking useful items.
So a bag of cooking.
But yes, there is a spice pouch.
Okay.
It is let's see. Irwin's handy spice pouch.
How much is that guy?
That is a solid 50 gold.
I'll take it.
It has 10.
That's all my promissory night.
That item has 10 charges. While holding the pouch, you can use an action to expend 1 charge. Speak the name of any non-magical food seasoning, such as salt, pepper, saffron, or cilantro, and remove a pinch of the desired seasoning from the pouch. The pinch is enough to season a single meal. The pouch regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. Herwin apparently is a renowned halfling chef. There is a whole range of his stuff here.
Ooh.
Korth will be back for more.
Herwin's cooks utensils. Self-cleaning.
Do they make a like self-cleaning like chef smock?
Yes.
He could probably use that.
Eventually.
All right. Any other shopping that you guys would like to do?
I'm good. I love
Korth
this
is-
campus and it's so pretty.
Yes. Thank you all for your patronage. Please come back and visit the Dragon's Hoard anytime you need new adventuring gear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, will do.
Mhm.
And with that, you're finished at the Dragon's Hoard. There is still time for you if you wanted to go visit other places in town. The townsfolk that you pass along your way, they don't seem at all bothered or surprised at all to see owls and hares and minotaurs and lizard folk. It's commonplace enough for them here to see all kinds of different folk. And you yourselves, you see all kinds of different folk in the town. Predominantly humans and dragonborn here.
Ooh.
Dragonborn of chromatic, metallic, and gemstone varieties.
Oh, pretty.
You do also see more kobolds in town than you've seen in other places that that also have humans.
Huh.
Korth will go out of his way to kind of scare and or bully kobolds as they cross his path.
They
Korth.
do seem to be intentionally avoiding you.
Korth, that's just rude.
Is not rude. Is dominance.
Just
It's
want
like
to
if
mind your own business.
it's like if another female owl tried to get next to your roost mate.
Nope, just gonna keep walking.
Yeah.
Yep.
How is what? What?
Kadoris is going to walk up next to you and say, I think he's basically saying that he's encouraging the kobolds to understand that this is his food, not theirs.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, yep, yeah, okay, yep, and that, yep, oh, yep, understanding.
So, is he just protecting us by calling us his food?
Eventually.
Uh-huh. But yes, quite a diverse populace in this town.
I think I like it here. It's nice.
You can make it back to the ship if that's where you are headed. And once everybody is aboard, they will actually set sail across the lake, which will only be a rather short trip. It is a rather large lake, but it's also a pretty fast ship. It actually lifts out of the water somewhat as it glides, getting rid of the drag of the water. Since it is a flying ship, might as well. It stays close though, close to the water level, because why go up into the air? When you see the campus, what you see is that there is kind of a river valley between two ridges of the mountain range that you see up ahead of you. These ridges are not like what you would call vast mountains. There is no tree line, so to speak. The trees cover the entire ridge. So it's basically some very low mountain ridges, and the campus is in this river valley between them. Where the river meets the lake there, you will see some small docks capable of mooring this vessel. But you will also see a nice little kind of a town square look to it, where there is the campus administrative buildings, also a rather large library, including a portion with classrooms, and a tavern and cafe right at this town square. Partway up the ridge, up the ridge on the eastern side of the campus, you can see that there is some kind of ancient fortification of some kind, like possibly a stronghold that was used in times gone by. But it looks like it has been renovated and made to look new. The architecture and the color of the stone, though, tells you that it is much older than it appears.
Revamping and renovating.
Yep. Along the opposite ridge, you do see a rather tall tower that rises above the trees. There are other buildings to the campus, but they are obscured because this campus is heavily forested.
Ooh. I like this campus.
When you arrive, they will tell you it is late, so they will deal with signing you into the campus administration the next day. For now, they will allow you to retire to your dormitory. To get to the dormitory, there are some clockwork-operated carts, almost like rickshaws. Little carriages. There's a 2-seat or a 4-seat variety. And they will take you up to the dormitory, which goes through, the carriage will take you up a forested path, partway up the ridge, and you find that your dormitory is actually that old fortification that you saw.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
A plaque over the gatehouse of this fortification has the name of the building upon it. And that is, once again, me finding my notes.
Arkham.
No. No, that is the sign that's on this plaque is Gamalborg.
Gamalborg.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
No, not even a little bit.
Nope, I feel like I'm going to be assimilated.
Yeah, nope. Within, you are led to, you note that there is a large hall and tavern also here, where you can eat and socialize. The rooms that you're led to is a room that is meant to house the 5 of you as a team. Okay, and it's got access to cleaning facilities, just as your old dorms did. And a nice big common area, but it is much more lavishly furnished than the one that you came from as well.
Nice.
Ooh.
There is a
Did I see any? Oh, go ahead.
There is a balcony from these quarters, from which you have a wondrous view over the lake.
Oh, I like this place. I like it a lot.
And I'm immediately going to detect magic in the room and looking for bugs.
You don't find any magical listening devices or divination sources.
Were there any kobolds actually like on the school grounds?
So far, you haven't encountered any kobolds on the school grounds.
All right. I will look out on the balcony and kind of survey the area and let forth a very intimidating hiss growl combination thing.
Mm-hmm. Just in case.
Just in case. And then kind of.
Give me a. Are you trying to make it as loud as you can from the balcony?
Yes.
Give me a Constitution-based athletics check.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Okay, I gotta remember how to do this.
Those poor kobolds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't feel bad for them right now.
Ooh.
Oh no, I did it wrong.
Yeah, you forgot that space.
Yeah. Slash.
And then your slash is the wrong
yeah,
direction.
You got the
Yeah.
wrong slash there too.
I'm telling you, it's just like a thumb drive. I do it the wrong way.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, USB drives are an example of quantum materials because
Ah!
Mm.
Well,
after you roar, a single bird seems like it was startled from a perch on a tree, but then it flies and lands on the balcony and kind of cocks its head at you.
You do not want to get that close to him, bird. I'm telling you.
You're about to get eaten, you poor thing.
Dumb bird.
Oh dear.
it landed on the thing.
It landed on the battlement along the balcony. Yes.
Sure.
Are you gonna eat the bird?
What's this roll for?
But to catch the bird.
To catch the bird?
Travel check.
Yeah. Wait.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Athletics.
Yeah, just make a regular attack roll if you're trying to, or an athletics check if you're trying to grapple the bird.
Ha!
Oh, that poor bird.
Nope. Bird fast.
It flies away.
Bird fast.
It's been around dragons for ages. It's like whatever.
yeah. There's dragonborn all over this place. All right. Well, guys. Welcome to the Sojavik campus of the Arcane Magic Academy.
This will be fun. This will be fun.
I'm really excited.
I am
should've used
super
that
excited.
Staff of Thunderwave on that bird.
Ah! That shoulda, woulda.
Shoulda. Yeah, shoulda.
Just see feathers everywhere.
Just there goes
Yep.
there goes his first charge.
One thing that I forgot to mention while you guys were shopping is they did check your license. They did whenever you were buying magic items, they did check to make sure that you had your license signed.
Eh.
But
I
other
didn't
than
buy
Yeah,
anything
still-
magical.
I gotta have a voucher and didn't have a signed license.
mm-hmm.
My license wasn't signed either. None of our licenses were signed except for Tjur's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll cover that next time. All right. Well, folks, that's going to be it for tonight. So, I'd like to thank everyone who's been watching, or who watches this in the future. We will continue again next month. And that would be, I guess, the 2nd of March. Would be the
Cause,
first Thursday. Assuming that day works for everybody.
It works for me.
Scheduling being the
Think so.
most difficult encounter of any D&D game.
Oh,
Yes.
true.
But yeah, so we will return on the 2nd of March, 7 p.m. Eastern, as usual, and we will pick up in year 2 of your magical studies. Hopefully, and I'm going to put the call out there. We need an artist, not a character artist.
Ooh.
We need an artist, because we've got wonderful character artwork, yes, but I can't really use the Strixhaven artwork for this campus, and so I need somebody who can translate the wonderful pictures in my head onto graphics that I can use in the stream. So
Ooh.
if anyone out there knows somebody who's good at this kind of fantasy artwork, please reach out, let me know. We'll pay for good artwork.
We'll pay for
Yes.
good out.
Because even though I would make use of there's wonderful AI art things out there, but I use them only for specific things. Which is to say, I don't want to use the AI art generator in order to generate art for the stream. I would use it to generate artwork to give me an idea of what I'm going to ask an artist to make for me. And I feel like that is probably the best use of an AI art generator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is to help me imagine what I'm going to be asking for. And that way, when I actually take that to an artist, if it's a character, they're going to have the right number of fingers and toes. All right. Well, with that said, good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. No combat encounters today, I'm sorry, but I think fun anyway.
Heck yeah.
In exploring the new campus, and even more exploration of this wonderful campus as well, and the classes within, coming next month on the 2nd of March. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Not
Good night.